Welcome children. So now we are almost towards the end of the chapter. We are about to finish it. So today we'll quickly go through some more examples and I'll include one interesting example also in this session. Okay, see this question number 13. We have to solve it. Please children be very careful what is being asked in the question. Are they asking you to prove it or they are asking you to solve it? See, when we are proving it, that means we have to show the expression on one side is equal to the expression on the other side. That is what we prove. So we carry on with the simplification from one side and we convert it to the other one. In case the question is solve the equation, then you have to be very careful. Solving the equation means you need to evaluate the value of the variable in the expression. Okay, don't go for proving one side equal to other. So solving means both the sides are to be dealt with together and using them the value of unknown is to be evaluated. So 13th one is about solving the equation. It is given 2 times tan inverse cos x is equal to tan inverse twice of cosec x. Now using this condition the value of x is to be evaluated. Now the left hand side I will simplify by using the formula for 2 tan inverse x. Now 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse twice of this term which I am calling x, here it is cos x over 1 minus square of this. So formula I have applied and right hand side we have kept as it is. Now you can compare the terms on both the sides. It is tan inverse of certain number is equal to tan inverse of another number. That means these two have to be equal to each other. So we can write it as 2 cos x over sin square x is equal to 2 over sin x. 2 we can cancel out on both the sides and the terms we can cross multiply. You can see sin x I have not cancelled out on both the sides because that way I will be losing one value for x. So we'll shift sin square x to the left and then we'll take sin x common from both. And we get two factors. One is sin x, another is cos x minus sin x. The product is 0. So either sin x will be 0 or cos x minus sin x will be 0. This will imply cos x is equal to sin x, and if I cross multiply cos x, we get tan x is equal to 1, which will happen if x is equal to pi by 4. Now coming to this part, sin x is equal to 0 will imply x is equal to 0. Now it depends that both the values may be acceptable, that we will have to check. In this case, you can see x is equal to 0 is not possible. We can quickly verify this, why it is not possible. See, cos of 0 we can define, it will be 1. Okay, cos 0 is 1, so tan inverse 1 it will be. But see, if I replace x by 0 here, then cosec 0 is not defined. Okay, so we are going to discard this value and the equation is satisfying for x is equal to pi by 4. Now in the same manner, 14th is to be solved. It is exactly of the same type. If you see, they have given tan inverse 1 minus x over 1 plus x is equal to half of tan inverse x. Now if we cross multiply this 2 here, this will take the form 2 tan inverse of say x. Okay, so again simplifying it using the result, tan inverse twice of this number divided by 1 minus square of this number. See exactly what we have applied here. So this is equal to tan inverse x. Now tan inverse on both the sides, they get eliminated and we can write this entire expression is equal to x. You can see here I have written its simplified form. You can take LCM and solve further. When you do so, this is what you will be left with. You will find one of the 1 minus 1 plus x will get cancelled out from both the denominators, in the numerator as well as in the denominator. And this is what we are left with on expanding everything. Now you go for cancelling out the terms with different signs and then see what the expression is left with. It is now twice of 1 minus x square over 4x, which is equal to x. Cross multiply 4x, cancel out 2 on both the sides. We get 1 minus x square is equal to 2x square, which is 3x square is 1. That means x square is coming out to be 1 by 3. So x can have possible values plus minus 1 over root 3. But if you look at the question, the condition given is x is strictly greater than 0. So that means x cannot be minus 1 over root 3. Hence x will have value 1 over root 3. Then 15th and 16th are multiple choice questionnaire. But to reach the correct option, simplification is needed. You have to find the value of sine tan inverse x. It is mentioned mod of x is less than 1. That means x will be between minus 1 and 1. Now tan inverse x, if I assume is theta, that will imply tan theta is x. What we are trying to do, we'll try to convert it in terms of sine inverse. So in this right angle triangle, if theta be this acute angle, then the ratio of perpendicular and base, that is x over 1. So assuming the length of altitude to be xk and the base 1k, the hypotenuse comes out to be square root of x square plus 1 times k. So now we can define sine theta. Sine theta will be x over square root of x square plus 1. That means theta will become sine inverse of this term. Now theta was initially tan inverse x. Now theta is sine inverse x over square root of 1 plus x square. So you replace tan inverse with its value. It will become sine inverse x over square root of 1 plus x square. So these two get eliminated and what we are left with, x over square root of 1 plus x square. That is the option D. Okay. Now see students, this is a very interesting and different question if you see carefully. Over here we are given difference of these two terms as pi by 2 and using that we have to find x. Okay. There are various ways through which you can proceed with this, but see, this is one of the simplest one. And this should strike quickly, then only you will be able to do it easily. So what I have done, 2 sine inverse x I have shifted to the right hand side and the equation is now sine inverse 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 plus twice of sine inverse x. Now if we take sine of both the sides, here I am only left with 1 minus x and this becomes sine of pi by 2 plus twice of sine inverse x. So sine of this angle. We all know what is sine 90 plus theta. If I call theta this thing for time being, then sine 90 plus theta is cosine theta, cosine of this angle. So the right hand side is now cos twice of sine inverse x and left hand side is 1 minus x. Now let us see further how it can be simplified. Suppose I assume sine inverse x as theta, then this will become cos 2 theta. And we all know cos 2 theta can be written as 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Now this way 1 on both the sides gets cancelled out and minus on both the sides gets cancelled out. And now what is the equation reducing to? It will be x is equal to twice of sine square theta. You can see sine square theta I have written as square of sine theta because now we are going to replace theta by its value. You can see what theta is. Theta is sine inverse x. So we have equation in the form now x is equal to twice of sine theta where theta is sine inverse x and square of this function. You can see again sine inverse x will be x only. So it is x is equal to 2x square. We can even write it as 2x square minus x is equal to 0. Taking x common, we get 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So again two possible values for x. Either x is 0 or x is 1 by 2. Now before coming to the conclusion, we need to check. Can we keep both the values or any one has to be discarded? Okay, let us check for 1 by 2. If I replace x by 1 by 2, okay, so we get sine inverse 1 minus 1 by 2 which becomes 1 by 2. Then minus twice of sine inverse 1 by 2. Now sine inverse 1 by 2 is 30 degree, that is pi by 6. This will also be pi by 6. If we cancel out these two, I get pi by 3. So pi by 6 minus pi by 3. Or you can say 30 degree minus 60 degree. That will be minus 30 degree only. This is not equal to pi by 2. That is the right hand side. Okay. So if I replace x by 1 by 2, what is happening? the equation is not getting satisfied. So therefore, what can we write? X is not equal to 1 by 2. So what is the only value left? It is 0. Even you can check for this. If we replace x by 0, sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. And sine inverse 0 is 0. So we get pi by 2, which is the right hand side. So this implies x is equal to 0. And this is option C. So option C is the correct answer for this equation.